we ultimately decided to go forward. We brought these fine gentlemen in here, but it was a conversation with those guys, and probably late '05, early '06, that they said, we think your story is important. We want to tell it. We want to find a way to tell it. And I said yes. And I just said, well, let's try, and here we are. But that's where it came from. Right. Let's go right there. Yeah.
At what moment did you conceptualize or decide that you wanted to start the Give Back Foundation?
I think I was just watching. There's so many homespun charities that rose out of my illness. So many fans that we're clearly trying to find ways to raise money and be a part of the cause. That we knew that not everybody's going to come up with their own charity. So we thought, well, let's make it easier. If there are people who were moved or motivated by what we had done, that we would give them an avenue and a place that they knew that we would they could trust. We would find the best charities that we could contribute to and do our best to make a difference. So that's when it came out. Yeah. I'll let you pick next. How many are we doing?
Right there with the sunglasses.
The first show that you did after you were sick, how did you feel before the show? You said how your dad felt, but how did you feel about it?
Yeah, incredibly nervous. Yeah, painfully nervous. I was eating. Remember the day when we did it? I was eating I was going to acupuncture regularly at that point, and she prescribed me mung beans. I'd eat mung beans for like a week. That shit tastes horrible, by the way. And yeah, but that was I was nervous. There's no question about it. Very. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah, good. Glad to hear that. Well, I'm glad you're doing better now. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, let's take two more, and then
We're right there.
Where? I'm about to find out. I just talked to his mom yesterday, and I'm sending a copy of. He signed the license request for his picture, so I'm not sure. We still talk. I still see him. He lives up in San Francisco now. He's doing great. So yeah, his family actually, and we don't really talk about that in the movie, but his family, having already dealt with it, were a very big part of my family support system. They really looked after my parents because they had been through it, obviously several years before, but still had been through it. And so yeah, his family is definitely a part of our story in a big way. So I hope he likes it. He's getting a copy soon. I haven't really asked him.
You give him 50% of royalties, right?
Yeah, he still comes to shows. He didn't really know. I didn't really tell anybody. It was about him. And then when I got sick, it was kind of like, oh, what a trippy coincidence, And so at which point I did inform him and his family. Well, by the way, wrote the song, and but it was weird. I grew up. He was kind of like a little brother to me. I dated his sister for a while, and we were close friends throughout high school. And I just said he had been like a little brother to me growing up in a lot of ways.
All right, last one. Who's got the best question?
Raise your hand if you have the best.
How about
question.
guy in the glasses?
Oh, nice. Last question. All right. I said I would embarrass Kate.
The pressure's on now.
I was wondering how much of the Glass Passenger record you wrote in the hospital bed. Was it lyrics first, or did you write the music? None of it?
None of it. No.
That question doesn't count.
But none of it. Yeah, I there was stuff that came up along the way, lights and buzzing, right in the hospital, but I wrote it in between. And there's definitely stuff that came out of it. I actually curved a lot of the material that came almost immediately after, but yeah, none of it.
Oh, okay. She had a question too. Could she ask?
Yeah, go lay it on us.
Well, I like your socks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling them today. Yeah, I don't know if they match. I'm wearing lots of different patterns and colors, but what else is new?
But also, this is not really music related, but the yoga thing, the little tiny bit of yoga. I'm an actor first and foremost, but I had to fight off cervical cancer when I was 20, and I became a yoga teacher to get myself well to fight the virus, and it saved me. And the one period of my life where I got sick again about a year ago, I went back to my yoga, and I didn't have to go on any treatment or anything. I just got better. And I was wondering if you did any yoga after that little thing in the hospital.
Tell mean, I had September was brutal. I got really sick in September. I couldn't do it, and now I've been on the road. But yeah, I actually in the past 6 months I've gotten way back into yoga, and I think the study just came out. I think a big study was just published where they studied tons of different anxiety medications and treatments and things like that. One of the only things they found to really truly treat or assuage some level of depression and anxiety was yoga.
Yeah.
It's extremely powerful stuff because it oxygenates your body, it gets your blood moving in the right place. So yeah, I love it. It's very powerful, and it was a very big part of my recovery.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we'll take one more, and then we're gonna say good night to y'all. Okay, we're trying. Okay, we're gonna give it to you. Here we go. Right. Well, I mean, obviously, we have it coming out DVD. It'll be available November 3rd, so anybody can get it.
Please do.
Yeah, and please do. But there are certain talks. We're starting to get outreach from like high school and college campuses and various different organizations that want to do showings of the film. And I think it's not a road that we've gone all the way down yet, but it's something we're interested in that sense, that if there are people that want to share this with a large group of people, especially if there's a way that we can use it to raise funds and do things like that, it's something we're considering and thinking about opening up. Doing this is kind of a lot of organization required. Without a major movie studio behind it, etc. Our goal is to get the movie out there, let it reach people, and who knows, anything can happen. So, but we are having outreach. If people want to reach out to us and try and find a way to host a screening or something like that, we are definitely open to it.
So please spread the word.
Yeah.
Has anyone already tweeted yet about the movie from the theater?
Make it good, yes.
Was it good? All right, I'm gonna check it because I checked it in Chicago. We had some a lot of good tweets. Like an hour later, it's good.
Well, thank you guys
Thanks,
for being
everybody.
here. It's awesome to see you all. I know I appreciate it. So thank you guys very much. Have a good night.